Okay, that must be at least 126 metres. Ion is here for Challenge 126 launch party at the Grand Social. I better get going. Water, please, someone.
Thank you everybody for coming along. My name is, just in case you don't know, my name is Brian and this is Mike. We are the two who are running from Limerick to Dublin in one day. So thanks very much for coming along.
How did the Challenge 126 kind of come about in the first place?
Well, last year I did Challenge 126, but it was slightly different to what we're doing this year. Last year I ran from Limerick to Dublin, but it was over 5 days, so it was 5 marathons in 5 days. In the meantime, I met Mike through a friend of ours, Dara, because they both work together in RTE, and Dara told Mike that I enjoyed running, and Mike also enjoyed the spot of running, so we started running together then. And Mike was actually training for a 100-mile run over in London, and I was out just helping him out doing a bit of training that way. And I was thinking about doing another challenge, and I was like, well, if Mike's doing 100 miles, what if we did the 126 miles in one go? So I pitched that idea to Mike.
In the middle of a run.
And now you hate this man.
No, it was funny though, because I was looking for something else to do, and I was going to do the 100 miler in London. It was from London to Oxford, because I've done 100k before, but I wanted to do kind of just go bigger and bigger and bigger. And invariably you do end up going bigger. And myself and Brian were literally, we'd done the Clonakilty Marathon before Christmas, and Brian was keen to do something else. I knew he was, and he just said it to me during a run. He was literally like, "Do you know Challenge 126? I did that last year, 5 in 5 days," and I'd heard about it. I'd heard that he'd done the 5 in 5 days, and thought if I had known him at the time, I would have done one of the marathons with him, at least one of them with him. And he was, yeah, I was thinking of doing it instead of 5 days and doing it one day. And I just went, all right. And that was it.
It's an amazing feat you're about to undertake.
We checked the calorie counter online earlier. You know, like you put in how far you're going to run and how many calories you're going to burn. Put in 126 miles and the site said, please enter a valid number. So it genuinely doesn't think that you should be running 126 miles. There's part of me that's a bit nervous for them.
They have a lot of desire, they have a lot of ambition, and I think they're going to do it. Come hell or high water, I think they're going to push over that finishing line. And it's brilliant because it's such a great cause. And it's one of those causes that I think otherwise I wouldn't know very much about. You know, they're sort of bringing it to our attention. And I think we're all proud of them. So fingers crossed, they do actually pass the finishing line.
It is important that people know that we're not just about these big events, that we are around all the time, every single week. There's people in clubs every single day of the week. So it's really important that people know that that is going on year in, year out.
What kind of stuff will the money raised from this event go towards?
Well, there's over 100 events taking place throughout Ireland this year where local clubs will compete against each other. So every single one of our athletes has a chance to compete this year and hopefully go on further to, in 4 years' time, to reach World Games again. So it helps to fund all those events that take place it's almost on a weekly basis in clubs throughout Ireland, and it's the interclubs events that are really important for us this year.
Freaky! So what kind of preparation is involved in something like this?
We've been running pretty much non-stop. I'd say 5 days a week at least, like starting from back in January doing kind of 6 to 8 mile runs to upping it like 2 weeks ago there we did a 54-mile run. It's been a long road to get here now, doing like kind of getting up at I've been getting up at 5:30 in the morning to go out running with Mike, and then doing evening runs as well, running at the weekend. Like if we're not working, we're running pretty much. So I'm looking forward to doing the run and then having a bit of kind of off time.
Lads, would you say you're Keep Fit fanatics? Do you run about much on stage?
Run about, yeah, we do quite a bit on stage. That's how we work up the sweat on stage. That's how it is. Keep it fit, you know, keep it trim.
What would you say is the furthest distance you've ever kind of taken your legs
On stage,
anywhere?
The fridge.
I mean, I wouldn't do it. It's crazy. And when they came and told us they were doing it, that's exactly what we said. And then we said, what do you need us to do to make sure this happens for you guys? So they're just brilliant, and they're such nice guys as well. They're so easy to deal with, and when you see them, you wouldn't really think that, like, you know, they're not like big burly guys, you know, like they're just regular guys, and for them to be able to do this is just phenomenal.
Functions, bodily functions, what are they going to do over the course of 126 miles? Have they thought about that?
I didn't think about that, and I never wanted to think of Michael in that way.
No, I know. I've been thinking about it.
Oh, that's horrible.
terrible.
Actually doing a marathon like the Dublin Marathon, I think a lot of the people out in the route clapping you on helps. So hopefully some people will get out and track where they are and just even stick their head out the window and shout something at them, abusive or otherwise. I'm not too fussy. You know.
It's all encouragement.
Yeah.
And so we just want to raise as much money as possible and just kind of raise as much awareness as we can and quite possibly kill ourselves in the process.